Anagaigi tongiaski tanago busio. Numobe.
Je suis Eric Christian Kwam. J'aime mon pays, le Cameroun, et j'en suis fier. Je dis non à la violence, non au tribalisme, non à la manipulation.
Ensemble, main dans la main, pour préserver l'unité de notre cher et beau pays, le Cameroun.
C'est un message de Royal FM, la radio des auditeurs.
Royal FM, il est 14h.
Subscribe to Maso Gold. Maso Gold, conceived for the total fulfillment of all and sundry.
The 2Pm Newscast
with ABEL BELA SAMARI.
Good afternoon, good people. It is Thursday, June the 15th, 2023. It is 2 p.m. It is Royal Afternoon Edition. We take you to our lead stories. "24 days to the July 9 raffle draw ceremony, 14 days to the end of registration and contribution into the mutual assistance and solidarity. What has Maso done so far?"
It's a very big difference now. They're living on my children, they are living there fine in Boya. I'm also living here. If you see my truck to look me, you know that I've changed. But the weather was dark and pale a bit. Now at least I'm fresh, that you can know that something is progressing.
And still to come in this edition of our 2 p.m. newscast, government decried the illegal exportation of cocoa beans to Nigeria. The Minister of Trade, Luke Magabaga Tangala, talked to us in this edition of our 2 p.m. newscast. And in sports, when Evans William Jobati join me in the studio with our Thursday Sport 5, we shall be talking Fenasco big game and football. Stay tuned for these and more. Good afternoon once again. My name is ABEL BELA SAMARI. We open our news to talk about the mutual assistance and solidarity, MASO.
Maso, the special page in the news.
The special page in the news to tell you that beneficiaries of the MASO Act 2 have been testifying how the mutual assistance and solidarity has helped them in improving their life, business and fame, with just 14 days left to round up with their contribution and registration to stand a chance to benefit in the upcoming raffle draw ceremony on July the 9th, 2023 in Yaoundé. Eratus Nduye Yukoto with the beneficiary of Act 2 in Balmayo, who shared his view in the following report.
Tato Nestor is one of the beneficiaries of the goodwill behind the mutual assistance and solidarity, who is seated in front of his boutique located in the heart of Marche New Town in Balmayo, well loaded with goods, and nodded his head at the good music coming out from his woofer, which keeps him company while he waits for clients, a sensation which he says wouldn't have been a reality if not by the helping hand he received during MASO Act 2.
At the time that I won that money, at the time that I was having a problem with my children that I left to Boya for coming here. Because of the responsibility of the children, the store was collapsing. So when I take the money, it helped me to close the store to defend the family responsibility that I had in Boya. It's a very big difference now. They're living on my children, they are living there fine in Boya. I'm also living here. If you see my truck to look me, you know that I've changed. But the weather was dark and pale a bit. Now at least I'm fresh, that you can know that something is progressing.
Progressing bit by bit is the sole aim of Tato Nestor, who is dreaming of bringing his entire family in Balmayo when he finally clocks with his achievement, despite the hitches he faces at the moment, which has improved as compared to few days ago.
I'm preparing that if you have something more than that, I will make up the business to grow up very faster again. Then we'll meet up all the demands, because if you get store, there's no refrigerator, but the other neighbors have a refrigerator dominate me. But because of my current being in the store and my perseverance, I'm seeing more progress that if I have any advantage again, I will really defend it.
With just 14 days left to round up with his contribution and registration into the Mutual Assistance and Solidarity, our beneficiary says he is up to date.
Me, I'm very current. Every my booklet is there showing that I'm very current. Okay, I do not contribute less than 1,000. I contribute more than 1,000. Yes. So I'm preparing myself better that if there's any opportunity again, at least I'll be at the sum too high so that we should meet up the demand and the achievement that I'll achieve from them.
Moreover, he called on those still hesitant to hasten up to and register into the Mutual Assistance and Solidarity Maso Act 3 and stand a chance to win.
Remember that they don't know the importance of the MASO. They should join so that they also benefit the advantage, because I have seen a very great difference when I was not in the system of the MASO and when I was in the MASO. So there is great improvement. So I will advise all the Cameroonians, all the brothers and sisters that are passing business to join so that at least they should also benefit from the advantage.
Nonetheless, the raffle draw ceremony for the Mutual Assistance and Solidarity Maso Act 3 is scheduled for July 9 at the Multipurpose Sport Complex in Yaoundé.
Erato Sunduye in that report, and still talking about the Mutual Assistance and Solidarity Maso. Financial assistance is one of the advantages the Mutual Assistance and Solidarity has offered to its mutualists. It comes be it for business purposes and most especially for scholarship. But what are the steps to follow in order to get financial assistance for scholarship once the raffle draw ceremony has been conducted? Finwe Crispin attempt an answer to the above question.
Every mutualist has up to 45 days after the raffle draw ceremony to take all necessary dispositions in order to get in possession with the offer he or she has won. Offers like financial assistance for scholarships, the benefiting mutualists will have to make a deposit that represents 35% or 20% of the price won or the financial assistance gotten from the MASO. Also, for financial assistance for scholarships that amounts to 10 million francs CFA, the beneficiary will have to provide someone's contact that could be easily reached in case of any issue. Moreover, the offer will officially be handed to the potential beneficiary only after a contract of agreement has been signed between both parties, that is Renapro Finance SA and the mutualist. It is worth mentioning that both offers are available in Maso Classic and Maso Gold.
Indeed, and 24 days to the July 9 raffle draw ceremony, 14 days to the end of registration and contribution into the Mutual Assistance and Solidarity Maso. Reverend Pastor Bisai Emmanuel Noy, in the following excerpt of an interview granted to Royal 88.4 FM, talk about the importance of African solidarity and the place of the Mutual Assistance and Solidarity in God's project.
We have just decided to continue with what we call adjacent solidarity. It is an opportunity for us to manifest this solidarity in grand style while calling on others to know that from nothing, many of us will simply find a brighter light.
La volonté de Dieu est en train de se manifester au travers de
The will of God is working through this sanctified idea which was generously given to me so that I can permit the good majority of us to come out of the shackle of poverty. So what I am doing, I simply remain under the will of God as I continue to work hard with faith, because it is good to establish that it is not all that easy with our brothers to actually understand where God is leading us to. So we have to bring them to understanding. We have to bring them to understand this new concept that we can work with God's help so that others can benefit. The project is on the move. You know, since the project is under God's control, God alone knows where He is driving the project
to. C'est Dieu seul qui ira avec ce projet là où il a décidé de le placer.
Maso, that was the special page in the news.
And from the Mutual Assistance and Solidarity Maso, we'll talk about ourselves, Royal FM, to say Royal FM.
It is the best employee and not more the most disciplined employees of the month. It is in this new dynamism that the journalist Carol Prudence Chenche, the technician Salomon Esana, and video editor Alain Kwekam were awarded prizes this morning, Best Employees.
Meilleur employé du mois de mai, Kwekam Alain Osé, cadre vidéo.
Meilleur employé du mois de mai. Vous recevez toutes mes félicitations.
Technicien et régisseur en même temps. Très rarement on parle de vous au devant de la scène. Et aujourd'hui, vous êtes devant la scène. Monsieur Salomon Esana. Félicitations parce que vous êtes le meilleur employé du mois de mai.
To win this prize, some criteria have been added: the performance, the fundamental competence, and personal appropriation. Due to this, it is a big challenge. Alain Kwekam is one of the winners.
First of all, I wanted to say thank you to our top man. This prize to my hard work. It's true, it was a challenge, knowing that the president added some criteria.
His colleagues, this prize means much for him.
I can just say thank you for this mark of distinction. When you receive this type of distinction, it means that you have to work more. It is what I will do. I don't have any secret. Those who